everybody. Thanks for joining in. I hope everybody had a great weekend, with the exception of watching the Jets football yesterday, or last night, I should say. Just want to talk about that real quick, make a quick video. I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm sure everybody watched the game anyway and realized what a joke it was. Just how bad this football team is, offensively speaking, anyways. Defense. Let's start out with talking about the defense. Defense, once again, held the team to 16 points. They seem to do that a lot. Whole teams to 220 points. And that, with any other football team, should be enough to win. But now the New York Jets, because they can't score touchdowns. And when they do score touchdowns, it's a penalty to bring it back. Or Zach's foot, his little toe is out of bounds. Okay, there's another touchdown gone. I want to talk about a couple of things here. And first of all, I want to start out by saying this. For any of you out there that want to just solely blame Zach Wilson for this loss, don't. He did not play great. He played good football the whole game. But the only thing everybody's going to remember now and point to him is this is all his fault, is that interception, which was brutal. It was terrible. It shouldn't have happened. And that he threw at the end of the game after he got the team down there. Yes, that was absolutely brutal. But what's equally brutal is C.J. Uzomah. I don't know why. I was kind of hoping this morning when I logged into Jets the website and all that they cut this guy finally. Because at this point, with him being on the field, it's just a joke. If he's not dropping balls in the end zone, right in his stomach, he's holding, bringing back a touchdown, or he's holding and just stopping a drive. I don't know how many times that happened last night. So between drop balls every week, holding calls, of penalties that are just destroying drives, for us to sit here and blame Zach Wilson that he just solely stinks, that he's the reason why the Jets are losing ball games the last couple of weeks, is just bullshit. It's just a straw man argument to blame this guy for everything that this team does. And I'm going to tell you what I think is wrong with this team. The coaching staff stinks. The play calling is even worse than stinks. And Nathaniel Hackett, to me, might very well be, I've been watching the New York Jets for many, many years, more years than I care to say. He might be very well the worst offensive coordinator I've ever seen this team have. The play calling this guy does is absolutely atrocious. Now, in the beginning, the first maybe quarter, half a quarter or so, was pretty good. I said, well, he's got a good game plan here. After that, I don't know what happened, just shits the bed or something. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is helping him on the sideline to get him kick-started, and then he says, okay, take the reins here, and then he just fucks it all up. Because the play calling and this, there's no reason in the NFL, the modern-day NFL, a football team can't get in the end zone. There's no way that that's possible. You would think that this is absolutely impossible. The game is geared toward touchdowns, and the New York Jets can't score a touchdown. I can't figure it out. But to sit here and everybody's going to blame Zach Wilson, he stinks, and he's this, he's that, okay, I guess he does stink. But he's not the reason this team is losing ball games. This team is poorly coached. They're undisciplined. The penalties are just unbelievable. And you still see the same guys out there playing, making the same penalties. Stopping drives, bringing back touchdowns. I can go on and on with it. And the offensive line, if anybody out there, by the way, thinks, and please comment and tell me how you can justify this. If you think Tim Boyle, Trevor Siemian, or whatever other guy you can pull out of your hat's name is going to do anything different than what Zach Wilson is doing behind this offensive line that can't run block, can't pass block, can't do anything right, is going to make a difference, please explain to me how that's going to be. Aaron Rodgers, maybe, because he's a veteran, he's a Hall of Famer. This guy will maybe change the calls at the line. Things would be different, yeah. Maybe give them 2 more wins than they have now. But other than that, if you think that Aaron Rodgers is going to take 3 steps back and start running for his life, because that's what he'd be doing. He was doing that game 1, night 1, against the Bills with our starting offensive line. This was our starters, which is why, if everybody remembers correctly, why he's out right now is because he dropped back 3 times and ran for his life and hurt his Achilles. So that was our starting offensive line. This is a line that we have put together with Band-Aids and Elmer's glue, and we expect Zach Wilson to just ball out. He's not going to do it. He isn't going to do it. Nobody else is going to do it either. So I wanted to get that out of the way because I know everybody. I seen all the shows this morning. Zach sucks. He's the reason we lost. I'm going to tell everybody something before I go. This team has a lot deeper problems than Zach Wilson. Yes, he's part of it. He could find guys instead of throwing to here to this and that. I get that. I understand that. But he is, to me, in my opinion only, and I'm not a Zach Wilson truther or whatever these idiots call that. I want to win ball games. But I want to look at it in the grand scheme, the whole perspective here. And for anybody to blame Zach Wilson and think anybody else is going to come out there doing any better, you're out of your minds, because they're not going to. This team has deep-rooted problems. The coaching staff, I've thought all along, stinks, and it does. Nathaniel Hackett would not be an offensive coordinator anywhere else had it not been for Aaron Rodgers wanted him there. And I'll tell you this. I believe that Nathaniel Hackett has probably the best job in pro football right now, because I don't give a damn how much he sucks. He's not going anywhere, this guy. Do you think they're going to get rid of this guy when Aaron Rodgers comes back next year with a new offensive coordinator? He's Aaron Rodgers' boy. He's not going nowhere. He's got the best job in football, Nathaniel Hackett. He's not going anyplace. Aaron Rodgers will not permit it, won't allow it. And we have to watch through the rest of the guys that we had to get on the team because of him. Alan Lazard, who can't catch a cold, never mind catch a football. He drops balls at least 2 a game, sometimes critical points. He drops a ball that turns a 3rd down into a 4th down. Now, I watch him do it week after week. He's only there because of Aaron Rodgers. Randall Cobb is too old to play football. He's not a wide receiver anymore. He was great in his day, but he's there because of Aaron Rodgers. So Nathaniel Hackett, Jet fans, is not going anywhere. You can sit and have every show that says he thinks he's this, he's that. Guess what? He's our coordinator until Aaron Rodgers goes away, and he's not. So let's, before we go pointing the fingers and tell everybody Zach Wilson is the reason why these guys stink and everything, there's a lot more things going on than that. It isn't only his fault that they can't get into the end zone with those play calls I see. 3 runs up the middle one week and let's kick a field goal. There's no creativity in this offense. There's nothing going on. Last night, for Christ's sake, he calls a razzle-dazzle play for Garrett Wilson to throw a ball. After 2 plays before he hurt his right arm, they were twisting his arm right, and he was wincing on the sideline. So let's call a play where he throws a ball down the field after he just got off the sideline with a hurt right arm. I don't know. To me, I don't think I would have done that. But if that's what you call creativity, good for you. But anyway, there's a lot more problems going on with this team than Zach Wilson. Let's face it. He's part of it. He's maybe a small part of it, but there's a lot of other things. Undisciplined penalties, drive killers, guys dropping balls, and I could go on. Coaching, plays, I could go on and on. So let's look at this from a whole perspective here. This team, this offense is just got lots of problems. He ain't the only one that they have, and anybody else in there is not going to do a goddamn thing different or any better. So I just wanted to get that out, say that. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. If I'm wrong, tell me what you think. I appreciate you listening, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a lot. And we'll talk to you guys during the week. We'll see what anything turns around, any changes, and we'll discuss everything from there. But other than that, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.